Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com, and it's weird. I've been thinking, well, for one thing, people have been notifying me, about how bad things are. Like I don't notice this stuff, So, but anyway, uh, and I always try to tell people, you look for the cause. You go back to the cause. Don't react to all these little dorky things that are happening. It's why are they happening? And I'm just going to give you a solution. Now, uh, let me talk about the solution first. Okay, the first thing is I'm talking about on the federal level, and we have the Constitution. I'm a big Constitution guy. You hear me talk about Constitution and morals, and those two things, they kind of work together. In other words, if you don't have morals, you don't quite understand how the Constitution works. And matter of fact, if you don't have morals, you probably don't work with the Constitution. You look for the Constitution for protection. So if that's the case, because right now there's nothing we can do, because the Constitution has this leadership in there, and this leadership is corrupt at all levels. This is what I want to talk about, how to fix all this. And the thing is, you need to start at the top. That's why I said the federal level. You got to fix everything at the federal level first, and eventually your states, counties, cities. You can fix those. They're close if you want to. And but anyway, as a nation, and especially as a constitutional nation, we're not the only country with a constitution, but our constitution has worked well up till now. And what was it? What, 240 years, whatever it is. But the thing is, it's had enough time for the people to learn how the game is played, and that's why we have so much corruption. They know how it works. In other words, when you are a senator or a congressman, when you first get in office and you go down there and they show you your office and all this kind of stuff, in my mind, this is what I'm thinking, because I can't believe we are so bad unless they do it kind of like this. So you got you're the new senator or new congressman, and then they show you your office, and then they say, well, and they'll take you to the side, and the ones that will be the other congressmen and senators are the ones, because you have to understand the rules. You're here now, but you have to understand the rules. And the thing is, once you learn the rules, then you can get in positions of power. The committee that takes care of national defense, or the committee that agriculture or something like that. If you want any of these positions, you have to play the rules. So they're going to explain the rules to you, and once you learn the rules, now you go by the rules. Now you're part of the corrupt system. You are corrupt. And so this is what I've thought about how to fix all that. And the thing is, we are in a very unique time in United States history. We've had, in my life, I would say probably one of the top strongest presidents we've had was Trump. Now, I wasn't a Trump fan to get him in office in the first place, but I'm more of the kind of guy with results. I'm a result kind of guy. What kind of results you get, that kind of helps me figure. So what I've seen of him and he got a lot of respect from other countries, and he knew how to do it. He wasn't a politician. You can tell that by the way he was talking. And he does things kind of out of the ordinary, what we're used to the other corrupt people to doing. And that's why he was out of control, according to other politicians. And you notice when Biden got in office, well, then, hey, everything's great. You don't hear the politicians, giving him hell. I mean, everything's good. Well, he's not crazy. I mean, hey, he knows what's going on. I see. So, in other words, they're all corrupt. And Biden was one of those people. 46 years or whatever he's been in some kind of office. So he's worked his way. He's learned all the corruption. And so then now when he got to be president, he fit right in, no problem. And but because of the timing, you see now other nations are getting crazy. I heard Nicaragua was invited Russia to bring people in. So China's getting excited, and Russia's getting all excited. Everybody's getting excited because they can see we got weak leadership, and we are collapsing with all the corruption that we have, and other countries can tell. I mean, the leadership of other countries, they can tell that we are at a weak point. And but anyway, what I figured out, the way to fix things is starting at the top and working down. And so in other words, now, and like I say, timing is just right. We can say, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to use our Constitution. The Constitution's been a really good apparatus to open things up for our nation. So now I may be wrong on a lot of this stuff, and it doesn't make any difference if I'm wrong or not. It's just an idea that needs to be tossed around. And the thing is, I'm thinking what we need to do is go back to the basic Constitution, because there's been changes since we started, and not all of them have been good. Kind of like the senators now. Now they can get corporate money to get them in office, in which it used to be congressmen appointed. I think they appointed a senator to represent their state, and but now the congressmen and the senators are all corrupt. So the system's not right. And now we're to the point where corporations, because they give them so much money, they're telling our leaders what to do, what kind of laws need to be done, stuff like that. And you notice how many times you ever heard of monopolies? You don't hear about those anymore. And that's because they pay enough to the politicians that we won't even talk about monopolies. And so that's why I'm saying that's why a lot of this stuff is messed up. And the thing to do is you go back to the original Constitution. Timing. I was talking about timing. We got election coming up in November, and that would be a good time to put in all new senators and congressmen and president, except for we really can't do a new president. So that's why I thought President Trump could come in and spend the next up until the next presidential election, and then there'll be another president come in. His only time is going to be in there. Right? He didn't take money. He's trying to be doing the right thing in the way of being patriotic and trying to do what's best for this nation. And so I think we know that's what he's done before. So why shouldn't he be able to do it now? He doesn't take lip from other people. So, and anyway, it's only going to be a little over 2 years that he's going to be in office anyway. And then, but he'll be there to kind of make sure and watch over, make sure everything's changed over good. The new congressmen coming in, the new senators coming in, and then all the treaties. The treaties are constitutional. The problem is we've made so many bad treaties, so we just eliminate all treaties and eliminate all the bills and stuff they've done, and now they can start voting for the bills. And a lot of them are going to re-up some of the old bills. But the thing is, all bills will be on one page, written on one page. They're not going to be these 2,000-page bills, where money is going off in every direction. No, it's one page. This is what we want to do, yay or nay. You vote yes, you want it, or no, you don't. And it's just that simple. And when you have patriotic people in there doing this voting, well, then you're going to get more of the right way of getting things done. And some of the things that are more important that need to be brought back into law, that's the good time to put it on one page and bring it up and let them vote for it. The most important ones will be the first ones done, and then we'll get going on that. Then it'll be the same thing on federal judges. This court system's messed up too. So then get them out, and then they'll be appointing new court justices. Well, I don't know how that's done, so maybe it might be done temporary until they can get the right ones in or something. I don't know. That's their department. They're going to be doing their job. Remember we talking about people getting in positions that are incapable of doing their work, but they get these jobs. You see it now in mayors and police chiefs and stuff. They get people that aren't qualified to do their work, and that's why a lot of these states and cities have just been taking a plummet, is because they're not qualified to do their work. And but I'll let them worry about that. But I'm talking on the federal level. And so all of this stuff can be taken care of pretty quick. They come in right now. They're going to be elected and they'll be coming in. How about the people that are in office? They don't want to give up their office. Of course they don't. They're corrupt. They love the gravy train. They're not going to want to get out. They don't have no choice. This is what we're going back to the original Constitution, and now they got to work. They can't work. These people are out there with their hand out. Come on, give me money, and then we'll vote on what it is. We'll put it in the bill or something. That's not going to be done anymore. And so now they'll have a choice. You get out, and then you're not going to get no retirement. You're not going to get nothing. You're just out. And but you might choose not to. You're just not going to tell me to get out. Okay, don't. You stay in. But you're going to be subject to an investigation. All old timers will be investigated. If there's nothing wrong with you, then good. You'll be able to stay in. If you've done illegal, immoral, unconstitutional acts, they will come out. You will be prosecuted. And that's the first ones that are going to be going up. And then because we got to get them out. We got to make sure our leadership is clean. Okay, no lawyers, because that's what they do. That's why they need so many pages. They want to complicate things so much. No, one page, simple understanding what it is you're trying to get done, and then pass it, and then or kick it out. Don't matter. But like I say, it's things like that, and will be done. The Constitution says what they're supposed to do, what Congress is supposed to do. It says what the president's supposed to do. What? Protect our borders, protect our country. These are things that aren't being done. Everything all the craziness that you see that's going on is because they're not doing their job. They're unqualified for their job. And these new people come in, and they will be doing what they have to do. There's none of this, we're going to teach you what to do and how to do it. No, your idea is to be what's best for the country, and that's what you're going to do. And then we're starting on the upper levels, And then bureaucrats, they're all going to lose their jobs. I mean, they're going to have to start their bureaucrat system all over again, and they'll be starting with less people. The First Lady's team, I think she used to have like 6 or 8 people taking care of the First Lady, and I don't know how many they got up to with Obama. I don't know how many they got up to, but it doesn't make any difference. All these people are gone, and I've already talked about this. Each state will buy some property in Washington for their senators and their congressmen, and so those senators and congressmen don't need a lot of money. They're going to have a house paid for them already by their state. Their state will pay for it, give them a food allowance and all this kind of stuff, so they can just do their job. And I'll take care of the lobbying. Instead of lobbying being done by corporations, in which a lot of these corporations, we're talking about monopolies. If they're a monopoly, they need to get them taken care of, and they'll be able to do it when you have Congress and the senators that are working for the people. And so it is possible. The timing is just right. Now they've got things so messed up, and we've lost our country. I mean, the good old days are over. And so once you understand the good old days are over, now we can do something right, and that is start over with the Constitution and with normal people that can write a bill and then run it through. And but I say this is the kind of stuff that's going to have to be done, and it is possible to do it. The Second Amendment, what do you think we got guns for? That is so then those people don't make us do, when we have a dictatorship, they can tell us and make us do all kinds of stuff. It doesn't work that way. That's why we have guns. So there's a reason for all this stuff. And I had somebody mention to me and said, well, how do you expect to do this? And well, because people aren't going to go along with it. Now, it's not the idea that they're going to go along with it. We're not looking for everybody to go along with it. We're looking for what is right for our nation, the United States. What is best for the United States? And on my question for them, when they said, well, how do you expect to do something like this? Well, how did they do the first Constitution? How was that enacted? So it wasn't easy. And I don't expect this to be easy either. But it is something that it's going to be done. We're going to get this new world order. And in case you haven't figured it out by now, the New World Order is corporations telling the governments what to do. And because they're the only ones that are concerned about the whole world. I mean, they want money. They want to make money from these other people, but they want to put it in money that they can use. So they want to be able to make it for a new world order. American people aren't looking for a new world order. We're having a hard time with Washington telling us what to do. That's the last thing we need, is some make-believe someplace, and they're going to tell us what to do, and we don't have no choice but to answer to the government. Now's the time we can do something about this government. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.